Hello, everyone. My name is Adelino, and today I'm going to be discussing my internship so far. I am working with a company called Kinetic Real Estate, and I am working with a supervisor known as Juan Ron. He is also the president of Kinetic Real Estate. So since coming to the team, I've done multiple things. I've done things like schedule meetings between Juan and his clients. I have shadowed him in different items like hosting open houses, as well as speaking to different clients. I've helped him prepare for team meetings and understand really what has to be done for those team meetings. Juan likes to give a little message for every team meeting that he does. So I always like to kind of understand, and we kind of go through what the message is going to be, and his thought process of that. I've also helped him create different items like a comparable market analysis, also known as a CMA. He has multiple listings that have gone live since I've started to now. So I kind of help him, kind of understand, gauge the market as well to see what a good listing price would be at and what his seller's expectations should be when selling their home. I've also delivered different client appreciation gifts as well as post content for his social media account and the the Kinetic team company as well. One of the big things that I've discovered as I've been hanging out with this team and really analyzed what they're for is that they're very big on collaboration. Collaboration is very uncommon in this industry because when I say collaborate, I mean more than two agents in one transaction. And when that happens, the commission tends to go down and then the units go down as well. So what I found is that in this industry, a lot of realtors are very transactional, meaning that they're really only in it for the money. And in this team, they're very relational, meaning that they don't really care how many agents are on the deal. Recently, there was just a deal done with four agents in one transaction, meaning that the commission was split four ways and the units was also split four ways. And that was kind of an all to me because, like I said, it's not very common for real estate brokers or real estate agents to collaborate with different agents because of one, the commission counts, and two, the units. Another thing that I've also pointed out is culture. The culture in Kinetic is very strong and it's very vibrant. A lot of people want to be a part of this team, but what I've noticed is that Kinetic is very slow to hire and very fast to fire, meaning that they want to make sure that they hire the right person. They really want to make sure that they hire the right person so that it doesn't ruin the culture that they've cultivated over 5 years. They started 5 years ago and they brought Juan on around year two. And that's when Juan really started building the culture, starting team meetings, doing events and everything. And ever since then, I mean, I see the team and I see a family. Even though everyone isn't blood related, everyone loves each other like they're a team. So that's one of the things. Those are the two big dynamics and some of the strengths that I've noticed about this team is that they do so well because of how much they emphasize collaboration and culture. They've also recently set their standards very well for other agents in the team. They've set the standard that you have to be producing a minimum of $2 million in gross volume every 6 months. And for the year, you have to attend around 75 to 80% of the team meetings. And again, I want to elaborate a little bit on the collaboration is that they showed the statistics for February, and it showed that 67% of the transactions were done with two agents or more, which is pretty crazy for me to think about because like I said, everyone, the more agents there are in a deal, the less money that they make. So that just goes to show how important collaboration is for this team in Kinetic. In terms of challenges, I haven't really found there to be any challenges. Some of the things that I would say are challenged but aren't really super important, I would say, is the conflict in time. A lot of the time in this industry, everything is last minute. You might get a call that a client wants to see a home now, or they want to see it in an hour or 2 hours, whatever it may be. It could conflict with time. It can conflict with time. Might have something scheduled and you're like, oh, I can't make that. And then you could lose the client. Or you can have another agent ask another agent needs some help, but they won't be able to help because it's too last minute. So that's what I've seen. Um, that's some of the challenges. But other than that, there hasn't really been any challenges in terms of, either ownership or management, just because everyone has their standards set very, very well. and they don't tolerate any sort of, you know, unappropriate behavior in that sense. So being around this team has changed my perspective in a lot of ways. One of the ways being that it's really changed my perspective on how I view realtors. Before coming to this, looking at this team, I thought realtors were kind of those people that were just, money hungry and they just wanted the commission. But hanging out with these people, it really changed my perspective that, these agents aren't about just the commission. They really care for their clients. And that's one thing that I have noticed with this team is that they're very relationship driven and not transaction driven. They like to get their clients gifts. They like to get them trips. Recently, one of the agents just bought a bunch of their clients trips to Hawaii, and he did a big event for all of his clients. And to me, it's like, wow, what agent goes out of their way to pay their flight, pay their room, pay their food? Basically, there's a whole included trip for their clients. It just goes to show how relationship driven this team is. And another perspective that has changed is the power of social media. I think branding is very big. I just didn't know how important it was. And one thing I really noticed is that when I attended one of their events, everyone knew each other because of social media. They knew Juan because he was the president. They knew Kevin, which is the CEO, as the CEO because of social media. And I would overhear some of the conversations, and they would be like, "Oh, I know you from social media, or you're this, or you're that, whatever it may be." But I didn't realize how important social media was to branding as, a real estate agent and in your business. So when it comes to the rest of my internship, I don't really foresee any steps, that are going to be taken. I really just see me doing the same things as comparable market analysis, doing open house, shadowing, getting ready for the team meetings. Because when it comes to this, industry, everything is last minute. So we might have a set time to when Juan and I meet. Juan and I typically meet once a week to like a set time a week to when we meet and kind of sync to make sure everything is on track. We also, we meet during the week as well, but we have one fixed time that we meet because during the week it's variable. We might get a call and we might have to exchange the time. We have to move it from 1 to like 3 o'clock. So the week goes by the week, but we have one time that we really do aim to meet just to make sure everything is good. And then, during the week we'll do our internship hours and be together, do the tasks, help them with the tasks, whatever it may be. So yeah, I just look forward to helping him schedule meetings, host more open houses, really get more in depth about how he does it, how he does his work, how he runs his comparable market analysis has also been has been a big thing because typically they're pretty subjective, and with his framework, he's made them objective, which has helped, me also help me gain knowledge in terms of that as well, and as well as help him post social media items as well. So, yeah.